Pag-uusapan natin ang nasa isip nating lahat. Paano ba yumaman? Today, we're going to learn about the 3 easy steps on how to build your wealth. It's a dream of every Filipino to thrive, to live well, mabuhay na matiwasay. We define being rich in many different ways. However, money is just a good enabler of it. Getting rich is only a means to an end. Unless, of course, you're collecting physical money. We want to be able to have enough to live the life we want to live. Well, like all things in life, building your wealth is easier said than done. Here are 3 tips that you can take to build your wealth. We try to be as general as possible, so they're quite easy to follow. We like people to first, number 1, do your own research. Financial products are by no means simple. Second, determine your objective. And third, by the end of the day, decide to get products that are suitable to your situation. Now, with that out of the way, let me share you guys the tips. Number 1, build assets. Yes, I'm sure you did not expect that. Ang isang asset ay isang bagay na mahalaga. At masasabi natin na mahalaga ang isang bagay if it provides some value to us and our families. Assets are something that you can leverage on. Accumulate more assets and you become rich. What are these assets? First, real assets like land, homes, condominium units that you can use, rent, or flip. You can also have financial products. These are in the form of securities and investments that capture a certain value. Ang mga financial assets ay may maraming uri. May 3 karaniwang asset types that you can usually see in the market. Financial products are assets that generate a return, or kita, given a certain amount of risk. They generally follow a rule. To mind, high-risk products generally provide higher potential returns and losses. So, when an investment violates this rule, meaning products who claim that they can provide higher returns with no risks, well, baka siya yung risk. Anyways, we'll talk more about that in a future video. The first step in these assets are money market or bank products. These are products that promote a sense of safety in your portfolio. They are considered safe because 1, your exposure is very, very short. In the case of money market securities, these are borrowings that mature in 1 year or less. There are also bank products that are insured by the PDIC. So, when you need money by buying another asset or spending on something like the tuition of your kids, these are monies that you cannot take any risk on. Hence, they are most ideal in a money market product. Bonds or fixed income are securities that allow customers to lend to the government or a large institution. Like any debt, bonds and fixed income provide regular stream of income like interest. Government bonds are considered risk-free return. Think about it. The government provides more or less the same guarantee in these instruments as they do with the money that you hold. Basahin mo yung pera mo. Bonds and fixed income provide higher risk than bank products and is looked to by investors for its ability to generate income, actual cash from their portfolios. Going up another notch are equities or stocks. We'll have another video about this in the future, so watch out for that. Equities represent ownership in a listed company. When you buy a stock, you think of it as buying a business. When you own a business, you are now subject to the risk and potential rewards and losses of that business. Among the major asset classes, equity provides the highest risk. On average, it provides you up to 10 to 12% return. Please note that this is just the average. Individual stock prices are highly volatile. Equities are the main engine of growth for any financial portfolio. Tip number 2, be careful with debt. There are experts that try to distinguish between good and bad debt, which we totally agree with. Ang utang na gagawin mo to build more assets, either real, financial, or any asset that enhances your human capital like education, a master's degree. These are certainly good types of debt. Just make sure that you consider the cost of that debt. Bad debt, on the other hand, are those that are only used for consumption. Sabi nga nila, no, we buy things that we don't need so that we can impress the people that we don't like. Ika nga na Mr. Dave Ramsey. And lastly, tip number 3, make it a habit of building assets. Yes, you might have to change your behavior on this one. In my early years, this wasn't taught to me in school or in a typical Filipino household. This was a habit that I had to build as an adult. Like a lot of you, I also lived from paycheck to paycheck before. But I was fortunate enough to encounter a mentor who guided me. So, every time I received my salary, I purposefully put it in a bank account that has no ATM, no checking. So hindi ko siya ma-access. Then later on, I started investing in the company that I was working for in an easy investment program na automatically kinukuha yung salary ko to put it in a fund. And I still remember it, the first Metro Save and Learn Balance Fund. Speaking about building assets, we'd like to talk to you in this video about our sponsor, Maya. Maya offers different funds on its platform. Yes, believe it or not, you can start building your financial assets using the Maya app. All you have to do is get your mobile device, download Maya, go through the KYC process and answer a few questions, and boom, you can access the most amount of funds in any of the platforms in the Philippines. There are no fees when you buy, there are no commissions. The funds are absolutely free to access. My favorite there is the BPI Stock Index Fund. It allows me to invest in the 30 largest companies in the Philippines, allowing an ordinary person like me to ride the Philippine growth story, which again, we'll talk about in another video. Or the Atram Global Technology Feeder Fund that allows me, once again, an ordinary person, to access the FANG stocks, or the Facebook or Meta, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google, now known as Alphabet. The best part is that the funds are accessible with lower minimums, guys. Diversified, which means you automatically spread your investments to many different assets. Plus, it's managed by an expert fund manager na alam talaga yung asset na yan. So, in whatever stage you are in your life, funds offer great value in allowing you to live the life that you want to live and thrive. There you have it. These are the 3 tips that we can give you to help you build your wealth. First is build your asset. Next is use debt wisely. And third, make it a habit. If you are working right now and you're trying to monetize your human capital by working for a company or working for a business, you use your earnings to live your life. It also pays to start building assets, and now more than ever, it's easier to build assets with the use of applications like Maya. Alright, so that's it. Thank you very much for watching. If you find this content interesting, you know what to do. Share it with the people you love. What the heck, might be able to get something out of it. Thanks everyone, and we'll see you on the next video.